Hey guys, it's Rhonda from Rhonda's Creative Corner, where we teach you to make mums and wreaths and how to perfect your craft. Alright guys, I'm super excited. As you can see, I have my antlers on tonight, and we're going to be using the same antlers on this wreath that we're going to be making. Alright, so we're going to talk about supplies. I'm hoping that a lot of you all stocked up on these witch hats from the Dollar Tree, because that's what I'm going to be using as my base and as my work form, I would say. So we're going to need one of these. I'm going to need a bunch of pipe cleaners, and I chose green because I am using green mesh to use on the skirt. You're going to need some bells, some red bells. These jingle bells is 28 pieces, and they are 1.26 inches round. And you're going to need you some burlap. I sell burlap here at the store, www.rondascreativecorner.com, and this is 6-inch burlap by 10 yards. And then, of course, we're using this green mesh. It is 10 inches wide, and it is 10 yards long. And then we're going to be using this wonderful set from my mom. All right, so what you can get, you'll get these antlers, and you'll get these legs, and of course you'll get the nose, which is super duper cute, as y'all can see. All right, so she will be selling this on her Etsy page, and her Etsy page is So Happy Doll Designs, and that's SEWHAPPYDOLLDESIGNS. And I will be putting the link in the description, so don't worry about it. You don't have to write it down or anything. I got you. All right, guys, so let's get started on the project. I can't wait. All right, guys, so the first thing that I usually do is get my attachments ready. Usually with my mom's attachments, you don't have to do anything at all. She already has the pipe cleaners attached to everything, so we don't have to worry about it at all. So we'll just place these to the side, okay? But let's get started on the witch hat. And the first thing we're going to do is unravel it. Cut it. This is pretty easy. I just snipped it a little bit and then unwrapped it. Not hard at all. I wonder if I could keep this tinsel for something. Probably not, but y'all know I'm always trying to recycle stuff. I don't mind doing it either. I know the boo we can't. So we'll just take that off. But you never know. You could use this for something for Halloween. So I would just wrap this up here and put it in a Ziploc bag and store it away with your Halloween stuff. You never know. Alright, so I'll get this finished unwrapping all of this, and then I will come right back and we'll get started on the project, guys. Alright guys, so let's start with wrapping the top of the hat. And the good thing about this, with the hats from the Dollar Tree, they have a little hook on here already, a little string that you are able to use as the hanger. So I'm going to just fold this like this. I'm just kind of folding it on top of each other. And that way you won't see the ends. And I'm just wrapping that underneath and making sure that it's tight, okay? And what I want to do, I want to keep this outside the little string, just kind of pull it up. I think I'm going to use my little holder to be able to pull this easier. And so you're just folding it. As y'all can tell, I love my burlap. Just make sure you keep that little piece out. See, so it's still there, if y'all can see that. I'm just going to pull it up. And just make it as neat as possible. Y'all know I really believe in making your work look neat. I know when I order something online, I pay attention to detail and how somebody ships it to me. I pay close attention to that. So I always treat my customers how I want to be treated. I make my items how I know that I would want mine to be made. Alright. So I'm just wrapping it around. And I thought the burlap would work really good because of the color of the legs. I'm going to pull that a little bit tighter. Let me see. There we go. And just make sure that you're covering the little hooks up. You don't want that to poke anybody either. It's looking really good. I would use the burlap for a scarecrow one as well. And another good thing is don't rush. You know, make sure that it looks good. Go in and fix stuff. Don't let it be messy. So, So now what I'm doing, I'm just kind of folding it because it started laying funny and I couldn't get it back the way that it was. So now it's kind of even and I'm just kind of going around. I'm just making it work. As long as it looks pretty, go for it, guys. Don't strain your brain too hard about stuff or make things harder than they are. I teach that to my circle all the time. Because I have to say, I used to be that same way. You're like, oh, that doesn't look right, or, you know, we'll just fix it and go on. Don't sit pondering and keep taking stuff apart. It's looking pretty. It looks really neat. And I still have that sticking out. Now what I'm doing is I just have it like that, and folding it down where you can't see the outside, and wrapping it around. I'm going to pull this a little bit tighter. There we go. Uh-oh. I'm pulling my pipe cleaners along with me. You have a few more times to go around. This will be our last time wrapping this around. Pull this one a little bit tighter. Sometimes when you're doing it, you have to go in and pull from this side because the burlap or the mesh, whatever you're using, will get caught on the little points here. So sometimes you have to go here and pull. And then when you're doing here, if you want this to be covered, you just pull down there. And this will be our last wraparound. Let me fix it. There we go. All right. All right, so we'll cut it here. And even though nobody sees the back, I always like for my back to look good as well. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I have me a zip tie. I'm just going to kind of pull up here and use this inside little part of the witch hat. And I'm going to zip tie it. Uh-oh. Gotta make sure I have it all in there. Let's pull it a little bit closer. There we go. Alright. So, make sure it's tight. There we go. Make sure I don't cut my. Alright, and zip tie it, and we're just going to pull that part down at the top. And I'm going to cut some of this off too. It looks a little raggedy. And yep, we'll just pull that down over it. Alright, so it looks really neat, as you can see. Like I said, I love for stuff to look nice. I don't like, unless they just have to show, really don't like my zip ties showing. I always try to find some type of way to make it pretty. Alright, so there we go. It's all wrapped, looks nice. You can go back in and fix some parts if you don't like them. Fix them and make them look uniform. There we go. All right, we'll put our burlap to the side, and then we'll get started on adding the pipe cleaners. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, so now it's time to get ready to add the mesh. So now we're going to add the pipe cleaners first so that we can add our mesh. So I decided that I wanted to have 24, so I'm going to do 2 on each side. So I'm going to put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, go here in the middle, here, here, and then we'll have this one, okay? So I'm going to cut my pipe cleaners in half, actually. And so you just grab however many you think will work with cutting them in half and cut them. I didn't even count them. Yep, that's 24 of them. Alright, so now let's start adding the pipe cleaners. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's put 1. We're gonna put 1 up there, and then we'll go and do the 2. And that's fitting pretty good. Let's go ahead and put a drop of glue just to keep it stable and make sure that it'll stay in place. I know it's going to be really, really full because of how many I'm putting on here. All right. I'll demonstrate a couple more and then I'll get off, finish it, and come back and cut up the mesh so we can add the mesh. You know what? I think I'm just going to go here. Thinking that would be too full if I put 1 there. And you know what you could do too? And I forgot to tell you guys, I broke this. So I'm just putting glue there. I already glued these 2 and they're staying really good. I didn't know that I cracked that one too. I was being a little rough, I guess. Or maybe it was already broke. Who knows? Alright, when you're pulling these up, try to make sure that they're as even as possible. Alright, so I will put this one on here, and I'm just putting a dab of glue. So one thing about this, if it's not full enough, we can come back in and add more ruffles here on this one, okay? Alright, so I'm going to get this finished up, and then I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, so we're going to get started with the mesh. So, instead of 24, I don't know why I was thinking that, excuse that comment. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 12. So I'm going to cut them at 18 inches. Cut 12 of them at 18 inches. I already began to cut some of them, so I wanted to demonstrate a couple. So what I do is I just place it here at the end. Make sure that it's nice and straight. I love cutting straight lines. Make sure that you get it as straight as possible. And again, we're doing it at 18 inches. And I didn't do one on here intentionally. I wanted to demonstrate it one more time on the witch hat. We still have some left over, as y'all can see. Alright, so when you are doing this one, what you're going to do is just kind of pull up here on the hat, on the burlap on the hat, excuse me. And that's how you have that, just like that. Let's see. And make sure that it's even. And twist it just like that. And I have some people who comment and ask me what tools I'm using. This is actually an OLFA. It's OLFA rotary cutter, and I love it. This is one of my favorite tools that or rotary cutters that I've used. There are Fiskars as well. I'm just spoiled by this one, and I just really love it. You can use your 40% or even 50% coupon at Michael's or Hobby Lobby to get this, either one. I'm not sure how much this one was, but I mean, it's doable. If you're just starting off and you want to get a less expensive one, this one is a good one. Okay, and this is a Fiskar. All right, let's get to adding. All right, so we're going to do the ruffle method. Alright, so when I do my ruffle method, if you haven't seen my videos before, what I do is I lay it here, make sure that it's nice and even. I find the middle stripe, and I try to stay on that middle stripe as I'm gathering. And I also try to make small pinches. You don't want to grab too much. And we're going to see how this looks. And we're just going to put one on each one. On each of our little tinsel ties that we put. And like I said, if we don't think that it's full enough, we can go back in and add some more. It's no biggie. I think it's going to be way full, so I think it's going to be okay. And when you're putting it down, try to make it, have it where you're placing it right in the middle of where you're pinching it, so that your ruffles will be even. Oh, that looks so cute. Yeah, it's going to be real nice and full. I'll demonstrate one more, and then I'll finish it up and come back and show you guys the end result. But it's super cute, super full, and I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. Oh, okay, back to it. I can be goofy sometimes. Alright guys, so I'm going to finish this up and then I'll be right back. Okay, so like when I have my mom to make me a pattern, I never know how it's going to actually go. So my very first thought when I had her make it is that I wanted to put the antlers here, but I didn't think about that it was going to be either the mesh or the burlap right here. So we can't use it this way. So I'm going to show you how I fix this. When you buy this pattern for my mom, they will be the correct way. You won't have to fix anything, but I just want to show you guys how to work and not to freak out, you know, and just make stuff work. So what I did with this one, and I just have the little clamp on there. So I cut the pipe cleaner that was up here. I just cut it off, and then I just place glue here. And like I say, when you order from her, the pattern will be correct. It will be the way that we actually need it to be. Try not to burn myself. There we go. And I'm going to place this here so that it will hold. And let me show you this one. See? So it's all fixed. So I'm going to let this one dry. And then I'm going to go in and cut a little hole there. And insert the pipe cleaner. So I was doing it off camera, and then I was like, no, let me show them, you know, that you don't have to worry or freak out that something's not working the way that you had envisioned or planned, and that it's okay. Y'all know I don't like glue on top of my stuff, but you gotta do what you gotta do. There we go. It doesn't look all neat, but that's all right. This part will be stuck down in the mesh, so nobody will see it, okay? Alright, while that one's drying, I'm going to go ahead and do this one as well. This is I want to cut. Place this over there, and then while we're waiting for that to dry, we'll go ahead and add the nose, which I think is adorable. So this is Mrs. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm just finding here where I can put my finger through the bottom of it and pulling it through. And like I said, when you get this from my mom, it will have the pipe cleaners on it and everything. Alright, that is just too cute. I just love when I envision something and it's so beautiful. It turns out so beautiful. My thoughts are, I just love it. Alright, so we'll take it here. just wrap it around. Just make sure that it's pulled tight, and it is. Take a little glue. And wrap it one more time. There we go. When you're doing this, make sure that the part that you cut, make sure that it's nice and flush to the hat where nobody can scratch themselves. Just run your finger over it and see, you know, if it'll scratch anyone. Alright, there's her nose. Alright, let's put her little legs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this underneath here, like this. And then before I wrap it, see if I like it there, which I think it's adorable. I think she'd be cute with some little bows here too. We had some red ribbon, put some little bows on her. But I like that leg there. Let me, sorry, I was out of the camera. She could be pigeon-toed if you wanted her to. I think that would be cute. With it pigeon-toed like that. Or out.
Probably pigeon-toed. Maybe out.
Out.
Yeah. Maybe out. Like if you have a wonky theme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to put this one through. Turn it back over, make sure it's in place where I want it to be. Yeah, I think if you had, like Deja said, if you had some kind of wonky theme or something like that, then it would be cute to be pigeon-toed. Move this one over a tad. Now hold it up and look at it. They're so cute too. Mm-hmm. Alright, so I like them here. So I'm just going to take it and just wrap them around. Just like I did the other one. I did with the nose. So I'm not going to sit here and wrap all this on camera. I will finish wrapping these up. And then I will be right back, guys. Alright, so we got the legs attached. It looks super duper cute. It's coming out the way that I thought that it would. It looks adorable. You could do whatever you want. She doesn't have the wire in here, but you can bend the leg if you wanted to do that. It's whatever you want to do with it. It'll work perfectly. Alright, so now we're going to add our antlers. Alright, so when we looked at the pictures of the reindeer and deer, the antlers go in, so we're going to put our antlers in. But with these being on the bottom, you can choose whichever way you want them to go. Okay, but I'm going to have mine where they're going inward. I think probably too what I'm going to do is because I had to do this, and yours won't look like this at all. It'll be perfect. As you can see how this is, that's how it's going to look on that side. It won't have all that glue and stuff. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, because I wouldn't sell anybody anything like this because of how the glue looks, and I'm just going to put another piece of felt, just glue it on top of here where it would look neat. Now let me see before I... Yep, that's good. It's going to be a little tough to go over on that side, so I'm just going to take them and kind of go here in the middle. I'm just trying to pay attention to where I was right inside of here. If y'all can see where I'm putting that from the above camera. And I'm just going to put it back through. There we go. Come on. Let's give me the blues. There we go. Alright. Let's hold it up, and they will fall back. So what we're going to actually do is I'm going to take, make sure that they're where we want them to be. And I do like this. I do like where they are here. They look really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these here. And I use these for mums, but now I'm using them for my wreath. And that just hold it there so that you don't have to. I was thinking that I had another one, but I don't. So we'll glue that on. And so what I was thinking about was that I wanted to put this on the top of the hat, but I think that I actually want to put a bow. So while this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over. And I'm going to start adding the little bells. while that side is drying. I'll give it a few more minutes and then I'll switch it over to this side. Just cut little squigglies. I think that the bells just add a little extra to it. If you wanted to sew them on there too, you could with needle and thread. But I'm doing the easy way. Just glue it. There we go. I think we should add one there. Even though that one is a little bit smaller, I just think that that would be cute. I have to sit it up and look at it. Let's switch these. Let's let me make sure it's glued good. Yep. That's glued really good. And then once it's up against the door as well, it will be fine. So let me go ahead and glue this one. And I'm just putting the glue there on the burlap. Making sure that it's out far enough. And then getting my little, oh, there's it. Putting it on there. Alright, so let's get these added. Alright, so we decided that we're going to put it on all 3 antlers, or all 3 points of the antler. And I think that it's cute too. It'll be cute too, you know, when somebody opens their door, they'll hear the little jingle go. I'm also thinking about maybe adding a few ribbons in her little skirt. But we're going to get this finished up first. Add a bow to here, and then I'll take a look to see how the how it will look if we add ribbons. I think that it would be cute. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bow there. I'm going to just do 8-inch tails, which I'm sure that I'm going to cut them, but I always do about 8, especially with my smaller bows. Alright, let me make sure I stay in the camera. My husband's always like, you got out the camera. I'm just looking to see if I like the size first, and then I'll let you know what. Yeah, I think that's good. So we did 6 inches. So you'll take it and bring it back. You'll pinch it there. You'll twist. 6 inches. Take it and bring it back and twist it up. And let's do about 5.5 on the top one. And when you're making your bows, make sure how you saw how that was stuck in. Make sure to go ahead and grab it and fix it, okay? That way, when you put your pipe cleaner or whatever that it is that you're going to use, when you put it there, it will be nice. A little bit there. Okay. And then you're going to get that one, and then you'll twist it and bring it down. All right. I'm just using one of my extra little pipe cleaners that I didn't use for the hat. Turning it around, making sure everything looks good before I, so how that's kind of bent in, I'm just taking it, making sure that it looks good. Alright. There we go. And if I had a little bell, that would be super cute to put right there in the middle. I don't think that I have a smaller one. I think the large bell would be too. Oh no, that looks good. Hey. So that'll be some extra noise. Woo! That plane is flying real close. I'm just going to cut some of this off. Alright. So I'll put a little bit more glue, make sure that it stays. Place some glue here. I forgot that was on there. Just making sure it doesn't move. Come on. Alright, let's see how she looks so far. Uh-oh. I gotta lock my other wheels on the other side. I think she looks adorable. But I think we need to add some more ribbon to make her more girly. So, I'm gonna check things out real quick. I love the way that it's looking, but I think if we put some ribbons here, that'll look good. Alright. So let me go pick some ribbon and I'll be right back. Alright, I had to go and get my antlers back. I forgot I took them off. I had to go pick up Deja, my oldest girl. So what we're going to do, and as you can see, I already added one here. We're going to cut these at 14 inches. I'm just going to demonstrate one. And if you need to, you can cut it down, okay? So I just cut this at 14 inches. I used both of these. And both of these, no. This one here I got from Michael's last year. And this one I got this year at Joann's. If y'all want the mesh or even some Christmas ribbon, some pretty Christmas ribbon, y'all can go to my website at www.rondascreativecorner.com and check out what we have. We have tons of new stuff for spring as well. So spring will be right around the corner. It's time to start doing your spring and Valentine's Mardi Gras wreaths. So we got the supplies for sure. Oh, I just did that and didn't even show y'all what I was doing. I'm sorry. Shame on me. Oh shoot. There we go. Alright, so what I did is I cut this at 14 inches. I just folded it in half. Then I pinched it. I took a pipe cleaner. Alright. Just put it there and then I'm just going to twist it. Alright. And that's it. And I've already done the other ones. I'm just going to put 4. I didn't want to put, I was going to do 3, but I didn't want to put one right in the middle where the nose was. So all I'm doing is I'm taking and making sure that I'm going across the bar. So I'm putting it in between. Let me see if I can show you guys. Gotta make sure I stay in the camera. So I'm just putting it where you have the, if y'all can see that. I'm putting it on top of where we tied in the middle of the mesh, okay? And I'm just bringing it down and tying it. And make sure, nope, I missed it. I was like, why aren't they going in there like that? There we go. There we go. Now we got it. And if I can show y'all from the back. Oh, that's why it's doing that. There we go. Get that out the way. So I just tied it on the bar. Make sure that you're tying it. You have it on each side of the bar so that you'll have something to grab onto, okay? It's noisy, huh? Alright. Gonna do the same thing on this side. Let's see what I did that one. Let me go on the opposite side. Move it over a little bit. Because we kind of want to, I'm going to move the table back some. Oh no, I need to push it forward. That's what I need to do. There we go. Yep. Yep. And I had already done these two. And I'll put it on this one. So now we'll take it and put it where we want it to go. And we're going to dovetail them. dovetailing, if you hadn't seen my videos, all you're doing is folding your ribbon. You're putting your scissors at an angle on the folded end, not the open end, but the folded end, and you just cut it. All right. Take some glue. I'll put it either on the ribbon or the bell. I'll just put it on the bell to make sure that once we place it down in there, it's just going to get on all of the ribbon. Scoot that over a little bit. There we go. And I'm just fixing the ribbon. When I put this one in, I'm going to go in and tie it better in the back. It's a little loose, but pull it in a little bit tighter. All right, and this will be our last one. Put the glue on the bell. Even though you won't be able to see the bell much down there, it's all right. So let's see how she looks. I think she looks adorable. So what you'll do after you get everything done, like I say, if you don't want to add the ribbon and you wanted to leave it the way that it is, perfect. You don't have to add any ribbon. I just wanted to give her a jazz her up a little bit, okay? And there'll be one last thing that I want to do. Make sure I'll be able to see her ribbon. So I wanted to add some bows to her feet, to her hooves, I guess you could say. But I'm not going to add bells down there. I just made a bow just like I did the other one, except this is just a two loop one. Alright. Now I'll demonstrate the bow for you guys. No worries. Then I'm just folding it in half. So I got the ribbon here. And I'm just folding it in half. Like that. You can make it as wide as you want. And place a little glue there on the pipe cleaner. got a new table and it's a lot further away from, a lot higher and a lot further away, so I keep forgetting. So sorry guys if I'm getting out of the camera, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do another one. Put a little bow on her shoe. Just gotta jazz her up. Alright, so let me demonstrate how I made the bow. It's just how I made the one at the top. But, let me push the table. There we go. Just going to leave, I'm going to do 5 inches on the tail. You'll gather it. It's a little too big. Actually, when I made it, I didn't even measure. So that's a 5 inches. So that's 5 inches on your loop. Alright. You'll take it, have it like that, and you're going to turn it up. Do 5 inches again. Alright. You'll take one of the pipe cleaners that you have, and you'll just wrap it. Okay. Okay, you'll get this. And you can wrap your pipe cleaner maybe about 3 times. You don't want to do it too much, especially depending on where you get your pipe cleaners from. Alright, then you're going to take this and do it maybe, I'm cutting this. You'll have to cut some off, but it's about 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches, and then you just fold it like that. There you go. Then you'll place it. Place some glue there on the pipe cleaner. Alright. Turn it over to the back. There we go. I had to pull it a little bit because I think it was, yeah, looking good. And then I just cut it at an angle, cut the ribbon at the angle, or you can dovetail it too if you want. There we go. She's looking spiffy. So it's all in how much you want to doll her up. If you don't want to add any of this, you don't have to. You can just leave her just the way she is. But I'm extra sometimes. Just sometimes. Ask my husband. So I'm going to get her all cleaned up, cut some of the stragglies and stuff, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. I truly hope you enjoyed this tutorial, because guess what? I truly enjoyed making it for you guys. I want to give a special shout out to one of my circle sisters. Her name is Janice, and all of her information on Facebook and Etsy is Nice Touch 184. Again, Nice Touch 184. She is the one who gave me the inspiration to make this. She did a darling one that was made out of a gnome, so that made me think outside the box and say, what could I make? And this is how I came up with the idea to do the Rudolph and the girl Rudolph anyway. So I truly enjoyed making this tutorial for you guys. If you will, please go to her Facebook page and like her page, Nice Touch 184. And I have a big announcement. I will be having a retreat, a Wreath retreat on next year, 2019, in May in Houston, Texas. I have so much information coming for you guys. I will do another YouTube video to give you guys more information. Please don't forget to subscribe, and please put that notification bell. You can also follow me on Facebook as well and Instagram under Rhonda's Creative Corner. All right, guys, until next time. Bye, guys.